What's going on, everyone? Today we have yet another Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Wi-Fi battle, this time using a mix of some overused mons and some lower tier mons, so it'll definitely be interesting. I found my opponent Chris on a Discord server I tend to use, so without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Scared is definitely an understatement here. I think Rain is a personal weakness of mine. The fact that Pelipper can just come in and set up Rain for 8 turns, and then you got the Swift Swimmers, Golduck, and Dreadnought that can hit very, very hard in the Rain. It sucks, not gonna lie. But that is why we are rocking with a very unique and also powerful team that I've had some success with laddering on Pokemon Showdown on my alt account. I will post that link in the description if you're interested in using it. It's a very fun team. I'm going to leave a Kilowattrel here because he either leads with Pelipper or Meowscarada, and I have coverage moves for both. Not really worried about that. But anyway, let's just get right to it. Best of luck to you, Chris. So he does lead with Meowscarada here. I did predict that well. It was either going to be one of the two, so a little obvious. But I lead with Kilowattrel, and it's going to be a pretty easy turn 1 for me. I'm just going to go for Air Slash, honestly. It's just the best thing for me to do. I run Air Slash over Hurricane simply because of accuracy. This team is an OU mixed team, so I want to make sure that I'm hitting every turn that I can and not risking it with the decreased accuracy for Hurricane. It's just personal preference. But he does switch here, revealing that he is banded and not scarfed. Otherwise, he would have stayed in and just gone for a knockoff. Regardless, he switches out to Tinglu, and this absolute refrigerator of a unit is going to take it to the face. Kilowattrel does not fancy this Iron Moose whatsoever. There's nothing that I can do against this thing at all, so I'm going to have to hard switch. I do run Terra Ice on Kilowattrel because it's hilarious to just surprise lead Garchomps on turn 1. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to waste my Terra because any super effective hit on Tinglu is just like a little nudge to the face, so I just have to hardcore switch on out of here. I'm thinking I'm going to go into my Psychedelic Mushroom here, the Oonga Boongus itself. Brute Bonnet. We are not talking about this thing enough. This thing is absolutely insane. It's probably one of my favorite Paradox Pokemon. Yes, it is slow as hell, but it is also super bulky and its attack stat is through the roof. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a niche, which is so weird because you would think that it has access to so many different moves, its stats are good, but its typing is ass. Regardless, this Tinglu is going to hit me with the Ruination. That is okay because I'm hit with the Leftovers recovery, and I'm just going to put this thing to sleep, honestly. I'm just going to put it in a little choker hold and just start chipping away at this team. So I think that's the fact that he has a Rain team as well. I'm not worried. This thing can take a Terrastalize, Float Soul, Wave Crash, Choice Band, whatever combo to the face at least once and just counter back. This thing also is dripped out as fuck. Like, I don't really use Amoonguss that much because I don't like to stall. I know it's typically seen on stall teams, but I love using Brute Bonnet whenever I can. It's unfortunate that its typing is so bad. But he's going to switch here to Pelipper, and I'm not complaining whatsoever because now I'm going to put his one very, very pivotal Pokemon to sleep. This thing can't U-turn me, it can't Hurricane me, and it cannot get a stab boosted Spore on me. So now that it's asleep, I'm thinking the best thing for me to do is just get a Crunch off on him and maybe get his defense lowered if I can, if I'm lucky. I'm also going to be getting back some Leftovers recovery in the meantime, so that's good for me in the long run, can't complain there. Now I know Pelippers typically are more defensive, but I am max attack and I'm adamant, so I didn't expect Crunch to do that little. I mean, it's a decent chunk, but it's not nearly enough that I wanted. I do get the defense drop, which is sweet, so I can go for another Crunch. I could also Sucker if I want, because he's probably going to be going for an attacking move when it's sleep, just to hopefully get the Hurricane off of me since the Rain is still active. But I do predict that he's probably going to stay asleep another turn. I go for the Crunch, it does a lot more damage. I just need one more hit, and then I can get this Rain just out of here because I don't want to be dealing with it anymore. And that Golduck and Dreadnought will easily be like little shits in the wind. I won't have to worry about them. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch here just to cover my bases. I have a feeling he might think he's going to wake up this turn and outspeed me. Instead, he does make the safe play, and he is going to switch out here. And I'm not going to lie, that sucks. It's Pelican hunting season. I was totally amped to get this thing out, but he did what's best for him, so I don't blame him. He's going to bring in Tinglu now, and I'm predicting that he most likely will just go for Stealth Rocks or Spikes. It'll be a very easy turn for him to do so, and therefore a very easy turn for me to just go for Bullet Seed in return, just to see how much I'm working with, and I'll maybe even get a crit or two. That's wishful thinking, so I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, it's probably the best thing for me to do. I outspeed, obviously, because Tinglu is very, very slow, and Bullet Seed doing some... It's doing some chip. It's doing the thing. It's doing what it needs to do. I only hit 3 times, so I was hoping for at least 4, but either way, chip is chip. He does go for Stealth Rocks as predicted, so I don't love that, but I can hopefully pray for a kill next turn so he doesn't set up Spikes either, or doesn't go for like a Body Press or Ruination or something like that. I need to make sure that once this Rain Team hits, because they're packing some heat, that my bulky Pokemon stay bulky and stay healthy. You know, Brute can take a hit, so that's my biggest concern here. I'm gonna go for Bullet Seed. I just think that's the best bet. I need to get Tinglu out of here. This thing has overstayed its welcome. Gonna go for Bullet Seed now, hoping for 4 hits. That's pretty much what I need to make sure that this thing is gone. So I have 3, so I get 4. Let's freaking go. Brute picking up its first kill on Tinglu, which is huge. Give me Brute all day, all night. I will fangirl over it, no questions asked. I just love this thing. Great attack, great defense, great move pool, just terrible typing. I have a feeling his next switch is probably going to be either Cinderace or Meowscarada, and if I had to choose, it would probably be Meowscarada just because Cinderace is not going to go for Pyro Ball in the rain. Meowscarada will probably go U-turn or Play Rough, no questions asked. I've seen this 1,000 times before. So let's see. Yup, Meowscarada. Predicted that. Easy switch. Now I could switch here into something like Iron Treads to take a hit, because I am physically bulky. Look at Brute Bonnet just hiding from the haters. But I could stun, Ethically Ball, Terra Fairy, take the U-turn on the chin, and just get a stab crunch on whatever comes in next, because he has no resistances. Or I could go Iron Treads. But do I want a Terra Fairy now? Because I have Terra Water Garg, which I feel like would also be very, very important to me. This is tough. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna Terra Fairy Brute here. I think that is the best play for me. I just want Brute to stay in and just wreck this team. I really think I can just run with it. So I'm gonna Terra Fairy, take the U-turn, because I am predicting that. I literally just wasted 50 seconds. So we're gonna do that. That's the move. If Shroom's gonna get any more handsome, now it has a giant heart on its head. I stand this thing so hard. I love it. He's probably like, what the hell? He goes for U-turn, and I predict that from a mile away. Oh gosh. So it's gonna be a matter of who takes the crunch now. Does he go for Dreadnought, maybe, because it's more bulky, I think. But he actually goes out into Cinderace. I mean, I'm talking as if I don't know what happens, because this battle happened retrospectively. So I go for Crunch, and it does so much damage to Cinderace. All I need to do is Sucker Punch, and it's bye-bye Bunny. So, Brute Bonnet going for 2 kills right now. Amazing. While still having, like, most of its health intact. Yup, that's a wrap. Perfect. Loving that for me. Let's go. Rain stops too, so he might just go into Pelipper here. Probably will. He's probably just going to want to set up the rain again. So my goal now is going to make sure this Pelipper goes down. Out comes Meowscarada instead, and this is also a huge step because it's banded and it's fast. I have to make sure I do the right thing here because he has a wide variety of moves he can choose from. He's not going to go for like knockoff or U-turn because I resist it. So he's either going to go for Play Rough or Flower Gift. And I'm feeling the Flower Gift just because it's going to be a crit by nature. That's its signature move. And it's also neutral damage now since I'm no longer a grass type. So I have a feeling that's probably going to be the move. I could do Kilowattrel too. Yeah, this is where things like start getting tricky. But I'm just gonna stay in. I think that's the move. I know I can take this attack. So, and Crunch will do so much damage too. So he's gonna go for the flower trick here as predicted, and see how much damage it does. Oh my god! Wow, ton of damage, ton of damage. But Crunch comes through. It does a lot back to it as well. And all I need to do is Sucker. I mean, he could switch out and predict the Sucker Punch just to preserve the Meowscarada, but I'd rather go for Sucker just to cover my bases. Otherwise, I get knocked out, and I don't want to do that. And he does sack off Meowscarada. Guys, leave a like for Brute, wiping out half of his team. I haven't even used like any other mods other than Kilowattrel and Brute, so this is going very, very well for me. What a high, honestly. What a huge runner's high with this thing. He's now rocking with just the Rain Core, and this is where things are going to get spicy. He has Pelipper, that's definitely going to come in next. He sets up the Rain, and he's due to wake up. So yeah, Pelipper comes out here. Sleep is no longer 5 turns, it's 3 if you didn't know that. So it's been 3 turns of him being asleep. So again, I'm in a position where I'm kind of forced to Sucker because he's going to wake up and he's going to outspeed me. So I feel like I do have to Sucker Punch. And he goes for Roost here because I don't get the Sucker Punch off. So very smart of him. He definitely is. He's angry now. I can tell. He wants this thing gone. I don't blame him. If I was going up against Brute, I'd be like, yo, that thing is a freaking monster. Get him out. So I'm thinking now I have to. I could either Crunch him or I could just Spore. I have a feeling though that Hurricane or Surf is just going to take me out, honestly, because I'm sitting at low health. I'd be very surprised if I live, but he's going to go for Hurricane. And look at this, Brute survives with 10 HP, and I go for the Spore yet again. So Pelipper is essentially useless for another 2 to 3 turns. Wow, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this thing is so good. Who would have thought Brute Bonnet beating the allegations? Now I could Sucker, but I don't want to because he could be going for some Roost spam. I'm going to go for Crunch, it's the safest play. So he does obviously stay asleep on turn 1, he has to. Crunch does a lot, defense drop comes through, but it doesn't matter because from that range it's going to be a 2-hit KO anyway, so it doesn't matter at all. And I'm going to have to go for a Crunch again because again, I don't want to deal with Roost spam. It's just a matter if he stays asleep, and he does. Let's go for 4 kills. Oh my goodness gracious. This is insane. I love it here. That is 4 KOs. Just literally from this thing alone. Like this whole video is like just Brute Bonnet. It's gonna be unfortunate though because I know that this rain can't last forever. Or when I say rain, I mean my reign of terror. But this rain is staying up for the rest of the match. He goes out to Dreadnought now, and I'm gonna Sucker Punch here, obviously because he's gonna go for an attacking move. So it's just a matter of how much this is gonna do. I don't know. I think this thing's pretty bulky. I'm pretty sure. I get the Sucker, so oh wow, about half. Goes for Liquidation. Obviously, it makes the most sense. And that's it. Brute Bonnet came through for a large part of the battle. Literally, like that was nuts. Was kind of hoping this rain would be gone by now, just because I really wanted Brute to like do a full sweep. But it is what it is. I still have 5 Pokemon I'm rocking with. Now the thing is, I have a feeling Dreadnought is probably choice banded, just because there is no Floatzel. So I feel like this thing might be the substitute choice bander as the replacement. And I feel like when I've seen Dreadnought on rain teams, it's typically locked into something. So I'm thinking maybe Garg I could protect and just kind of like stall out the rain. I think that's probably my best bet, because everything else kind of gets hit really, really hard. I mean, Kilowattrel has no defense. Iron Treads can't take a Liquidation. Claude will definitely go down. I was gonna say Hydreigon. Iron Jugulus, I don't know. Yeah, so Garg is probably my best bet here. It's a little frustrating because now looking at it, I'm like, oh wow, I could have saved my Terra here. It would have been Terra Water, and it would have won me the battle. However, things would have been a little bit different if I didn't Terrasilize my Brute Bonnet. The turns would have definitely ended up a little bit different that way. But it is what it is. We're gonna work with what we got. Seems like the tables did turn a little, but if I'm correct, we should be able to just stall out the rain and then KO everything after. Okay, so Protect's gonna come through. And nice, he does go for Liquidation, so that does suggest he is banded, which is great for me because I can just stall out the rain. Now I could have gone for Salt Cure there because I probably would have lived the Liquidation, but at the same time he could have Terastallized and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So I think I was just trying to be a little troll and get some leftovers recovery back, stall another turn of rain. I could Salt Cure here and I probably should have, but I was going to hopefully go for a double Protect. It fails though, which blows up at my face because now he's going to Shell Smash, which, oh my gosh, totally sucks. Wow, I read that so wrong. He's not Choice Banded. Wow. Wow, so it doesn't even matter if the rain stops because now this thing is Swift Swim without even being Swift Swim because the rain's going to go away. And he's going to hit like a truck. Oh my gosh, wow, that sucks. That's a huge, huge error on my part. I should have gone for Salt Cure. Because Salt Cure on a water type does 25% damage each turn. Oh my gosh. What a mistake. I don't have priority moves on any other of my Pokemon either. Yep. There's the Terra Water. Wow. Did a total 180. Went from absolutely smashing this battle with Brute Bonnet to getting squished. Oh my gosh. Liquidation just wipes me out. Holy crap. Yeah. So despite the rain stopping, doesn't even matter because he's Shell Smashed. Oh, wow. I just feel like every time I've seen Dreadnought on a rain team, it's been banded, so it threw me for a loop. And the fact that he went for Liquidation twice in a row. Wow. Guys, this is why you don't get too comfortable. But yeah, if you can't tell, it's pretty much going to be a good game. So there's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do here. Yeah, I'm just going to show how this plays out. That's really the only thing I can do. I'm going to go into Iron Jugulis here. Doesn't even matter. Holy crap. I'm in disbelief. I felt like that was like that was my game to win and I just threw it away. Wow. But well played though. Definitely well played. This is why rain teams absolutely mess me up because you just don't know. I mean, or you do. Usually it's pretty predictable. Like Floatzel definitely has a choice band, but there is no Floatzel here, so. And Golduck is either, I think it's Specs usually. The only thing I really can do here is just pray for a miss, which I don't even think happens with Liquidation, but either way, like I said, great game, Chris. This team was awesome to go against. Definitely a true Spirit mixed OU team. Rain teams are absolutely incredibly painful if you're on the other side of them, so you know, you did a good job. So I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. If you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely appreciate it. I like posting battles like these, and I plan to do some in the future. And that is that for today's battle. I will see you all on the next one.